Hey, what's going on, y'all, man? What's everybody doing today? Hey, man, hopefully everybody that woke up and sees this is blessed. And they remember, you woke up, so you are blessed, man. God has a plan for you, as well as he does for me, right? You might not always understand what his plan is, and we might want to question him at times. And man, but let me tell you something. The moment that I realized that I couldn't do it myself, and I gave it all back to him, hey, man, he's opened doors, put people in my life that I never, ever would have mingled with, or doors I'd have never walked through when I was in addiction and I was in myself, right? Now, the ones that has truly been through what I've been through, you guys will understand, you know what I mean? But you know, I make these videos not for the ones that's clean. I make these videos for the ones that's dirty, man. For the ones that's searching to get clean, or the ones that is just hoping that they see just a little bit of inspiration from somebody, right? Because that might motivate them to start their life over again, right? You're never too old to start your life over, right? So if you woke up today and you're dope sick, man, embrace it. Get through it, man. Get through the struggle. Lock yourself in a room, man, by yourself if you had to. Cuss, scream, punch holes in the wall. Please don't use. I promise you, man, if you get through this sickness, you're gonna be all right. Then as you get through the sickness, you'll learn how to rebuild your life, right? You find you a group of people that is about the same things that you are, and you flock to them, you embrace them. You take advice from them, you take criticism from them, you do all that, right? So you have to learn to set your pride to the side. Because when you don't, the devil will smack you again. And I don't know about y'all, man, but in my past experiences, I fought the devil so many times, man. I finally shook his hand and started rocking with him, right? See, I was so broken, man. I had every vein in my arm, man, was gone. I couldn't hit a vein. I've been to prison numerous amounts of times, man. I've been to the county jail, rehabs. I've overdosed. I didn't ever have nothing, man. I thought I did, but I didn't. You know, I had this false sense of pride that was going through me like, oh, I can do this, right? But let me tell you how I truly, honestly started my day. I started my day with a bag of heroin. After the bag of heroin, I got some meth. I'll shoot the meth, smoke the meth. It didn't matter, right? And then as the meth would pick me up so high, I'd start feeling tweaked out. Didn't like to be around people like that, right? Then I'll shoot another bag. But then when I come down and I get so high and relaxed, I'd end up doing it all over again, right? I wasn't really much on the alcohol tip. I was a street drug user. And it's crazy, man. For so many years, I carried a needle in my pocket. I devoted my life to the streets, man. I truly did. And instead of devoting my life to my son, my family, it was complete opposite. I ran from him. I hid from him. I hurt him. Today, my son tells me he's proud to be my son. Tells me he loves me. I used to think love was just a word, right? But it's not, man. I know my son loves me. He always has loved me. I embarrassed my son for many years, running around as a dope fiend. But see, today, I run around praising the Lord. I run around trying to raise addicts up. I'm building a table. I'll have it eventually for every one of us to sit at. I am building everything for us. Eventually, one day, I'll have a sober home for the dads. Because that's what I'm about. I'm about a second chance, right? I've had so many chances. You know, I'm so glad and thankful today that my mom and my dad prayed for me nonstop. I feel bad that I sent my mom and dad to bed at night, every night crying. But you know, I had to do that to get where I'm at today, man. I put together this channel, Felonies to Recovery, just for us. Because you know, this helps me just as much as it might help the next person. I might not have a whole bunch of followers and a whole bunch of likes, but the ones that I do genuinely like this channel and they comment daily on it. And I appreciate that. God has kept me humble. It lets me know where I was at. See, I still remember the sickness, and that helps keep me where I'm at today. I remember the fact that God put my wife in my life. I remember where I was at when I didn't have one. My life ain't perfect, but it's damn sure better than what it was, man. My worst day off of drugs is better than my best day on drugs. And that's the facts, man. So remember, if you're struggling today, man, reach out. Felonies to Recovery, man. I'm here. Let me be a set of ears for you, right? Let me give you my story. You give me yours. Let's work together and find a way to get you sober. I love you guys, man. Stay sober.